everybody, it's Joy from joyslife.com, and today I'm going to show you the Cri-Kit Gel Pens. Aren't they cool? They go in your Cricut. They can be used in any one of the Cricuts, so if you have the Personal or the Expression or whatever you have, it'll work. It comes with this cool little holder for the pens, and it's magnetic. There's a little magnet on the bottom, so you just take your pen, and this one is my very favorite. This is the silver glitter pen, and I love it. You just drop it in. Wait, can you see? You just drop it in, and it won't fall out because it's magnetic. There's no trick to it. Just dropping it in there will get it in. And when you're ready to change it out, you just pull it out, and then you can put in a different pen. We're going to use this one on black paper because I think it looks so totally awesome. So let me show you how we're going to put this in our Cricut. Well, where we have our blade assembly right now, we're just going to take that out. And you just unscrew it, open it up, and we'll take out the blade. Now we're just going to put our Cricut gel pen holder right there where the blade assembly goes. But let me show you this little ridge. You see that? Well, that makes it perfectly easy for you to put this into where your blade assembly goes because there's no way to mess up. It goes right in where the little ridge is. It goes all the way around. So we're just going to stick it right in there. You'll have more success doing this than me because I'm trying to get under the camera. Alright, so there we go. It's all done. Well, there's our pen holder right where our blade assembly used to go. Let me show you another part of the pen holder just so you don't get confused and think that you need to do something with that piece. This just shows you the pen that you have in. So there's nothing to be adjusted on this holder. You don't have to make any adjustments like you do with this because the blade assembly, of course, you adjust the blade. But this is very simple. Nothing to adjust. You can see what pen you have in there. When you take the pen out, of course, that area is empty. Look, I can even spin the little pen around. So let's go ahead and start drawing. I have a tip for you. Post-it notes. You can use a Post-it note if you are changing out your pen and you don't want to mark on your paper. Now I'm going to use the Summer in Paris cartridge and my Gypsy to draw this beautiful balloon out. And then I'll cut it out after I've drawn it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is press the cut button on my Gypsy, and we're going to draw out this balloon onto the paper, and now it will begin drawing instead of cutting, because of course we still have the marker in there, or the gel pen. Look at how intricate the work is that this gel pen can do. I just think this is amazing. I knew this would be a great cut to show you, or a great drawing to show you. Wow, that looks so good. Well, I noticed when I laid it out on my Gypsy, I put it too close to the edge, but we're just going to ignore that and stick our little Post-it note. Let me get a fresh one so it'll stick down well. We're going to put the little Post-it note down here under the blade or under the pen so I don't actually draw all over what we've just designed. And I'll take that out. And now I'm going to put the blade back in. There we go. Alright, let me see what I've got my blade set on. I have it on 2, so I need to turn that up so I get through the cardstock. I like 6, so I'm just kind of going to go for it. I'm going to turn my pressure up and my speed up. This time I'm only going to cut around the outside of this balloon. So let me take that off. So what I'm going to do now is go back and cut out around the balloon. Here I've got the balloon and I hid all of the insides of it. Oops, let me zoom in on that. Okay, sometimes I forget which is which. All right, so here we are, and I've hidden the inside design of the balloon, so it's only going to cut the outside. So let's go ahead and do that. And I've got my blade in there. You see, there's the shape that it's going to cut. Okay, and I wanted to show you, see I've accidentally put it off of my mat a little bit. That was my mistake, and I did that when I drew with the pens too, so the top isn't quite on there. Totally user error. So let's go ahead and I'm going to press cut, and we're going to get this thing started, and it'll cut out this time. All right, and now I'm just going to unload my mat using my gypsy. Okay, here's our beautiful balloon, and it's all drawn and cut out except for the place right up at the top where I accidentally had it not completely on the mat, so that's all my fault. But use the metallic silver for this one. So let me go ahead and I'll remove this. Let me show you how that looks. Pull it off. Now remember, I'm going to have to cut away the top because I made that mistake. But look at that. Is that beautiful? Okay, I'll cut away the top so you can see just how pretty this is going to be. Well, there's the balloon all cut out, and I've decided to make a little card, so I just folded over some paper here, and I've got this other really cute paper that looks like clouds, and I'm just going to use my big old ATG gun here, and we're going to tape up the back. Oops, that glue's working a little too well. It wouldn't let go. Okay, and now I'm just going to line that up and stick it down on the card real nice. Alright, looking good. Now I'm just going to glue that down, and I'm going to use some pop dots and pop up the balloon. Then I'm going to punch out a little punch here and put a little sentiment. Is this just a crazy amount of pop dots or what? Alright, let's get that down nicely. I think that looks good. Just going to stick it down. I'd already taken the backs off. So there's my balloon flying, and then the sentiment will go right here. And I've used a little Stampin' Up! Punch for that. Here's some of the supplies that I've been using to make my little hi there. And now I'm just going to use this chalk and do the edges. I like the way that looks. I haven't done that in a while. I'm not going to use charcoal. Obviously I favor this one. Look how dirty it is because I use it all the time. I heart brown, so all I'm going to do is just ink the edges like that. Anybody can do this, and you know what, don't worry if you get it somewhere you didn't quite mean to get it. Either flip it over and try again, like I had to stamp that side again because I didn't like the way the first stamp did. Just let it flow, you know, don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is homemade, and perfect is whatever you make and give, right? That's from you, and it's perfect. Just like you made it. Well, there's my finished card. I think it turned out really well. I decided to add a little ribbon, and I actually did it as an afterthought. So on the inside, it's just glued down. But I used zip dry paper glue to glue it down. And this one is just going to a loved one, so they will overlook the fact that I glued down the ribbon like that because I forgot to tuck it under earlier because I wasn't going to use it until the last minute. So then I inked up this little hi there and just used this cool little punch right here from Stampin' Up! And some chalk and these awesome Cri-Kit pens. I love these things. So thank you very much to Cricut.com, which is C-R-I and then the dash K-I-T-S.com, because they sent me all of these pens, and I really appreciate it. It's the first time I've actually taken a sponsor for anything that I've given away. It's because I really believe in these pens, and I think they're awesome. So I hope you like my card, and I hope you have a great day. Please keep coming back to joyslife.com. Bye!